So for another time, the average price has dropped. Also, we're saying interest rates drop. The Bank of Canada is bringing it down, is trying to make more things happen, and is trying to make more transactions happen. And that's something that we're going to be talking about today. This is the market update, October 2025 compared to September 2025. And we're also going to take it back 1 year and talk about October of 2024. I'm Bawanka with the Compass team. Let's get right into it. So, the Bank of Canada just brought down the rate again. And right now, what we're seeing is some of our clients are getting 3.49% fixed. This is a great rate compared to where they used to be at over 6% when the prices were, when the market was starting to go up a lot higher. Now, let's talk about average price. Average price is $1,054,000. Last month, $1,059,000. Not that much of a change, but if you look back at October of 2024, the average price was $1,135,000. So that's about a $80,000 price difference and going down. So we're seeing prices coming down, and we are still in a buyer's market. For those of you that don't know what a buyer's market is, anything that's in, let's say, 4 months of inventory or higher, that's going to be in a buyer's market. A seller's market, anything that's 2 months of inventory or less. Right now, we have 4.53 months of inventory. In September, it was 5.26. So we are seeing a healthier amount of months of inventory. If you don't know what months of inventory are, if for all the available listings that there are right now, if no new listings came, this is how long it would take for all of these to sell. So 4.5, basically 4.5 months for all of those to sell. Now, another thing that's very important for you to know is transactions. Right now, in October, we had just under 28,000 transactions. In September, roughly 29,000, very similar. And in October last year, we were at 23,000 transactions. So it's been very similar across the board. Let's talk about active listings, not transactions. Transactions is a lot lower. Transactions is roughly 6,000 every single month. I'm not going to talk about the exact number, but it's roughly 6,000 every single month. Now, we're on pace in 2025 to get somewhere around 60,000 sales. To put that in perspective, this is going to be the lowest that we've had in 2024, 2023, and back in 2022, we had 120,000 sales. So half the amount of sales happened this year are going to be happening this year compared to 2 years ago. So there's not a lot of sales that are happening. Why? Because the buyer confidence is low. People don't know what's happening in the market. They don't know what's going to happen in the economy. They don't know where things are going to go. They've seen the market drop. There is worry that, hey, maybe it's going to drop lower. I don't have a crystal ball. All I have is the stats, the numbers, and what's happened over history. And we can see, compared to before, people are getting great deals on properties. But like I said, I don't have a crystal ball and nobody really knows what's going to happen in the future. It's just up to you to make the most educated guess that you can. And if you're watching videos like this, then we know you're making more educated guesses than the majority of people. So one thing I do want to talk about is interest rates compared to the average price. Now, if you look back in 2020 when pandemic happened, interest rates, they're right at the bottom. The blue is going to be the interest rates. The red is going to be the average price. So the blue interest rates are right at the bottom. You're getting the absolute lowest rates. And again, this is not a healthy place to be, but the pandemic hit. People weren't buying, things were not happening. Bank of Canada said we need to do something to really fuel this. And what happened? Prices started going up. Prices started going up because interest rates were so low. Then we got to a point where we were at the peak, February 2022. Bank of Canada said this is getting out of control. Prices are going up way too fast. People can't buy, people can't afford. they started hiking up the rates, and we had rates go up faster than ever seen before. And they just kept going up, and what happened? Prices stopped and prices started going down, down, down. Now, since then, prices have been going up and going down. We saw the interest rates go all the way up. The Bank of Canada had it at 5%, held there for over a year, and now started coming down. So now what we can see is the interest rates have now dropped lower than the price. And when we see the interest rates drop lower than the price, statistically speaking, over time, we do see price start to come up. So we are going to see what happens. We have another interest rate announcement that's going to be happening this year. The Bank of Canada said there are supposed to be more cuts before the spring of 2026. So we are going to see what's going to happen with that. But again, consumer confidence is low. There are amazing deals out there right now, but just know there's a lot of people sitting on the sidelines. And like Warren Buffett says, when people are fearful, be greedy. And when people are greedy, be fearful. And that's about it for the market update of October of 2025. I'm Bawanka with the Compass team. If there's anything else that you want to know, write it in the comments or click the link below and set up for a time for us to talk. And we'll see you on the next one.